Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Shit We Like podcast. Yeah, because we like shit, right?
Sometimes.
You know.
No,
Uh,
it's the shit we sometimes like, or no, that didn't come out right.
no.
I'm gonna stop talking. I'm bad at this.
Yeah. That's like no matter what we do, it's just gonna sound weird. Um.
Sometimes the stuff we like is shit, but that's okay.
Yes. Like what's that movie I really like that you don't like? Oh, yeah. Uh. Oof. I can't remember it
I,
now.
I don't remember.
The
I'm sure there's
Guyver.
plenty of things.
The Guyver. I love the Guyver movies, and he's just like, "Fuck you, I hate you."
No, I still like them. I just acknowledge they're terrible movies, but I still like
Oh,
them.
they're masterpieces, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have discovered the Guyver anime, so I can never dislike them.
You know, you make a good point. You make good point. Guyver anime is pretty godly, but that's not what we're talking about today. Today we're talking about Digimon
What
episodes.
Digimens?
Digimin. Talking about Digimon episodes 7 and 8, the good ones.
Actually, yeah, these last two episodes have been better than the last few we've had.
Yeah, I'd say 3, 4, 5, 6 have been very okay episodes.
No, I still like three. That was conclusion to like the little opening arc. How I'm seeing it is 1, 2, and 3 are their own little opening arc to just introduce Digimon and show off some of the cool potential stuff. And then the show proper, the story arc proper starts on episode 4, and 4, 5, and 6 have been okay. Not terrible, but not great either. And then with these last two episodes, they picked up a bit.
Yeah. All right, I give you that one. Episode 3. It just seems like it ended on such a weird note. Episode 3. Like it left a sour taste in my mouth.
Kinda, but
I had to turn off Airmon. I'm sorry, guys.
no,
I forgot. I
not
forgot.
Aircaster.
I saw Aircaster. No, Aircaster's dead. No, Aircaster's dead. But yeah. So this is episode 7 and 8 of our podcast, and we're in the thick of it now. We're doing pretty good. Like as it stands now, um, this episode starts with them all like relaxing after the big battle that just happened. I'm guessing the battle either just finished or it's been another day because they're just now coming to the conclusion that they need to reach the ocean.
It was probably, if not later that day, but like the next morning.
Yeah, because they're all drinking tea made out of the leaves of I can't remember her name. I never remember Pokemon name. Like
Almon.
yeah, that one. Out of the
That's what
Digimon.
I'm gonna go with. It was either A, Ty happened to have some tea in his backpack, or B, the more likely explanation, they just started plucking leaves from Palamon's head.
No, cause I think that she actually mentioned it.
Did she? I don't remember that. I remember making the joke, but I don't remember her mentioning it in the show.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's because you mentioned it as a joke. Maybe that's what I'm remembering. Maybe I'm just stupid. Anyway, there's yeah. So then Ty finally was like, "Hey, by the way, we're looking for the ocean, and do you know where it is?" And Palamon just like points off and goes, "Yeah, it's over across there." And they just look at each other and go, "What?" And they
We
just
need to
like,
find the ocean so we can cross it. You mean the ocean that's behind the bush to our left?
yeah, you mean that ocean? And they never once heard the waves. They never once smelled the water or did anything. It was weird. It was weird.
Yep.
Weird show.
Well, it's the digital world. Maybe the ocean doesn't have the same smell or sound as the real one.
But the water still sounds the same because they splash in it in the episode.
True. Or maybe
Uh,
they're children and they're just kind of dumb sometimes because they still have a lot to learn.
so it evolves. They get Bergamon to try and fly over top.
Yep. They have, well, to cross it, they use Bergamon to fly, and that's when Bergamon's attacked by tentacles.
Yeah, no, by cannonballs.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, gets bombarded with cannonballs, and Bergamon gets like, and then Sora falls, and then Bergamon goes to try and catch her midair and gets fucking demolished. And yeah, that's the end of that because Bergamon's dead, guys.
No, it gets saved by the writers actually using Gomon's attack not only more than once, but in useful ways.
Yeah, so they're swimming away and they're about to be attacked by the tentacle of Gozamon, I think it's called. Gezumon. And he uses his fish ability to gather fish to swim them all to safety, and then they go to safety, and then that's when we meet Gomamon.
The
And
precious sea pupper.
yeah. And just look at his face. Look at that face. He's so happy.
He's so precious.
He's so precious. He's our little
He's just so
pupper.
happy and positive. You can't help but love him.
And
then
he
we
talks
met-
about how he knows about the humans. You know, it's like, oh, you guys must be the chosen ones. It's like, oh, there's other humans. I wonder what's going on. And then he drags them all over to Joe, and then Joe just like proceeds to dumpster stomp them for bothering him while he's studying.
He's like, oh, more humans? Oh wait, you're just more children. Well, fuck you.
Yeah.
I can't be here. I have to be studying because I have to be better than all the other kids, or I won't get my dream job. Because it's Japan and it's highly competitive and stressful.
Yeah. True.
Joe's a league player.
Joe is
Starts bashing his head against the wall.
Joe's trying to join Toronto Defiance. And then he proceeds to dumpster stomp on all of them. And not only does he dumpster stomp on them, he dumpster stomps on Gomamon. Like, he's just like, hey, Gomamon's like, hey, we're partners. You're supposed to, like, I'm supposed to help you. You're supposed to help me. And he looks him dead in the eyes and tells him, I didn't agree to be a partner with you.
I don't like you. Go away, dog.
Yeah, like, fuck you. I don't want you around. It's like, come on. Poor Gomamon. And that's where this image comes from when you see, you know, because Gomamon just like, look, it's just like, but we shared a bed together.
So Gomon goes, well, I'm going to go help them anyway because they need help. You can study. It's okay because I'm too good for you.
Yeah, he's our precious boy, and we must protect at all costs. Which then we immediately forget that we're supposed to protect him, and he gets his ass kicked.
Yeah. He's like, it's okay. I'm going to go out in the ocean and, oh God, monster.
I'm going to go out and do my fish thing, and I'm going to distract him, and then the two of you are going to get into the ocean. The fire dragon guy, and the fucking cactus. Yeah, you guys are just going to fight in the ocean. No, it becomes out of the ocean, and they start fighting. And he's just like, fuck this, I'm not getting out of the ocean now. I'm just going to go in the ocean where I belong. And they proceed to get their ass kicked. Like, and I mean, like, not only just like getting their ass kicked, but I mean, like, one of them's gonna drown. Like, he's pulling Tentomon. No, yes, but the evolved form of Tentomon. No, not Tentomon. The other one.
Ultramon?
The boxing glove one.
Oh, Togemon.
Yeah, it starts throwing Togemon into the water and drowning Togemon. And I'm just like, you can't die. You're not Leomon.
Oh,
That
I was gonna
joke
say,
will
yeah,
never,
plants.
that joke will never get old. Like Leomon.
No. One Leomon did get old, but that's because he was old before they showed up.
Yes. And then they have a battle where, for some reason, Greymon will not eat the fucking calamari.
Does he have like a seafood allergy, and that's why he refused to bite it?
Oh, maybe that might be a thing. And Gomon gets thrown out of the water, thrown to the ground, and that's when we get this heart-filled conversation with Joe and Gomamon about how, you know, we're partners and blah blah blah. And then he has a Vietnam flashback of when he
Showing
goes,
how they met.
and like how like Gomamon was sleeping in the sand and didn't like it, so he made him a bed, and it was just like all this stuff, and then he's just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm digivolving. What? Yeah, I'm digivolving now. No, hey, I didn't say you could. Oh, fuck you, I'm digivolving. And he's just digivolved. In a digivolution that I really, really don't like the way that they did it with that one. Because, like, it was his first digivolution, and we didn't get the full digivolution out of it. We got, like, this half-assed, he turned gray and all pixelated, and then becomes...
Well, that's what the other ones were.
Was it?
But instead of turning...
No, because
for the
Greymon got the laser beam through his back.
No, that's the stock footage one. All the Digimon, the first time they digivolve, they turn pixelated, whatever their crest color is, and then you see them like morph.
Oh, it's been a while since I've watched Digimon now.
Yeah, for this season, their first evolution is that pixelated one, though his wasn't as dynamic as the other ones, and I think that's what the problem was. It stayed kind of zoomed in and didn't like dynamically pan around like the others did.
But it did have
And
one
then
thing that was good about it. That was the fucking theme music.
Yeah, that intro was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Or that insert.
Yeah, the insert that they used for Gomamon. I hope they use it for his evolutions from now on. It's really good.
I hope they release an ODST, because the music for this anime has actually been pretty on point.
Yes, it actually has been. Like, there hasn't been an anime I've watched in a while where the inserts of the songs were actually really good. So
I think the only other anime I pay attention to, the music's good enough to catch my attention, is probably My Hero.
Yeah, but My Hero uses the same battle music every time. That's the problem with My Hero.
Yeah, but Run is so good. They haven't used Run in a while, actually. They didn't use it for seasons 4 or 5.
They used it for the fight with... Never mind. Well, that's a different anime. That's a tangent. That's shit we like season 2. When we talk about... when we do a retrospective of season 1 through 5 of My Hero Academia.
Oh, that would be a long episode. We'd probably have to split that in half.
If we had to split that in like 5 episodes, we'd do one episode a season. And then we get Ikukumon?
Ikakumon.
Ikakumon. Hey, I'm learning. I don't do Digimon, guys. I'm not even a Pokemon guy. Stop. I could tell you all the characters in Overwatch.
See, that's why you have me. I love monster taming stuff.
Yeah, that's basically the reason why we started the podcast was I like Digimon. It's okay show. And you're like, I like Digimon. Monsters.
No, it's
So,
more like you're like, I like Digimon. It was a pretty good anime, and I'm like, I love Digimon.
season 3 is a better season.
True.
I hope they remake season 3. Oh man.
No, because they're gonna screw it up.
There's only 32 characters in Overwatch. Correct. So they have a fight, and we get. So in the English one, it was called Harpoon Torpedo, and in the Japanese one, it's called what again?
Harpoon Vulcan.
Harpoon Vulcan. And it it fires like his horn. No, before that even happens, he impales it with his horn, smashes it into the rocks below in the bottom of the ocean, and then throws it up halfway up into the water, and then fires a rocket at it, which launches it out of the water, which then everyone just dogpiles on it and beats the living shit out of it. And then it gets fucking killed.
Yeah, that's one thing I have noticed about this show. Even though it's Ikakumon's debut episode, the others don't just stand around and do nothing. They actually help.
Yeah.
Even though he still gets the focus and he still gets the kill shot, they will still like hold the thing down or provide backup as needed.
Yeah. Yeah, they did that with Bergermon too.
Yeah,
Bergermon
and I'm liking that.
Yeah, it's not like, like in like other shows, like let's use Kamen Rider for example. When a new form comes out, everyone just stands by and goes, "Oh, oh!" It's like,
Oh, this is the new form's debut episode, so we either just stand to the side with no explanation, or the plot has some dumb reason why we're useless today.
yeah, yeah. So I like it. And then they get on Ikakumon's back and they sail the ocean. Not before we literally see it bleeding in the water, bleeding or oil or ink or whatever.
Yeah, it shed itself.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
It shit itself.
It got hit in the back of the head by that missile so hard it shat itself and sank.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
And so, because now they have a big ol' walrus, they just ride him to the next island. Leading into the next episode, where they find a fortress, and Izzy does his one episode cameo to just remind us he's still alive.
Oh yes, he does that in every episode now. He calls them on their telepad, and it's like, hey guys, I'm still here.
Still riding on a Kakumon, or
Yeah.
not a Kakumon, Gabuterimon.
Yeah,
that's his.
Just hanging out. Don't mind me, guys. I'm still in the Matrix. And yeah, it man, it's so good seeing like them. They're on the water, and then you see like an actual establishing shot of this fortress, and then like right off the bat, it just starts. Like it's just like, oh, there's a beam of light, and there's a sniper on the top of this tower, and it just starts off with them getting shot, and I guess he misses because he didn't hit Ikakumon. He didn't hit him. He just like Ikakumon had to dodge, and when he did,
it was probably a warning shot.
Yeah, everyone got knocked off. Man, really weird for a warning shot to send the tanks out right away.
No, the tanks didn't go out until they touched the shore.
Oh, right. Yes. And that's what happens is they do get the shore, what happens is Bergermon she evolves into Bergermon, picks up the other three that fell into the water, which would make the sniper shot easier, but whatever.
As we'll learn later, this Digimon is really bad at prioritizing its targets.
It's a Widowmaker main.
Yeah.
Just focus the tank, guys. Just focus the tank. We can win. Totally.
Focus the tank with the pocket healer. That's the correct tactic.
Yep. Wait, what do you mean healer? TK isn't here yet.
Yet. No, he's the support DPS. I think Angelwomon would be the healer.
Yeah, but like Angelwomon's the ultimate, right?
Yes.
Because whatever Catramon, I don't remember her name.
Either Gatomon or Tailmon, depending which version you like better.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I'm kind of partial to Gatomon, but that's just because it's the version I'm used to.
Yeah. And that's the champion form.
Yes.
Which I didn't even realize until season 3. Because when season 3 came out, it's like, I lost my ring on my tail, I'm not strong anymore.
Oh, that was 2, not 3.
Was that 2?
Yeah, 3 was the one where they had the card swiping.
Oh, yeah. Season 2, yeah. It's like, I'm not strong anymore. I'm like, well, why don't you undigivolve, then re-digivolve, you'll get your fucking ring back. Gotta be part of your evolution.
Don't think too hard.
Anyway. Yeah, so they get on the beach, they get swarmed by Tankmon. And then we see
you see that the spotlight is actually 2 Digimon projecting a beam and use that to blind targets so that the Gorillamon can snipe at them.
Not only blind them, but also focus there so he can have line of sight.
Yeah.
And the Digimon that they did use looked like the Sun Pokemon from Sun and Moon. Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Its name is Solarmon.
It looks like the Sun and Moon Pokemon.
Kinda, it's actually like 3 gears and there's a face on the center gear.
Oh, was it gears? I didn't even... It was so...
Yeah,
bright.
it is. It was like bright orange and bronze gears.
Still pretty good.
Yeah. I like the other form better where he's more like normal colors like gunmetal and copper colors.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'd never seen it, so I wouldn't know. And then Matt shows up.
They get, while they're being bombarded, some mysterious person in a cape with a Gabumon saves them.
Yeah, with a Gabumon.
It's so mysterious.
Yeah.
Who do we know with a Gabumon?
I don't know, man. It's rough. It's rough. I have no idea.
And after taking him to the convenient little cave just off to the side where they don't rush in and overwhelm them.
Which then he immediately leaves and rushes in and gets overwhelmed.
Yeah. But he dramatically takes off his hood to reveal Yamato.
Yeah, Yamato, oh, what are you doing here? And that's when I had the realization that the episode 1 and 2 is real and not some fake dream, which...
1, 2, and 3, yeah. It actually happened.
It's
canon.
Come on. That could have been... Oh, why? Anyway. I'm not...
Gotta get that hype train rolling.
Then he tells them to wait here, rest up. I'm gonna go fight them because, I'm a badass and I can do it on my own, and immediately gets overwhelmed.
I have to be the angsty one. I have to do it all alone to protect you.
I'm the leader. If Raven was in here, he'd probably shudder at me saying that.
So Matt goes out. I think he didn't go off necessarily to be alone, but to be a distraction, since he's probably got more combat experience than the rest of them. So that way, all the Digimon would focus him, and then the other dudes can get away or sneak in. But they
Yeah.
decide to back him up instead.
And yeah, then that's when Ty leaves to go back him up, and then Joe leaves to be an idiot.
Yeah, he's like, there's too reckless. There's no way we can do this. So he just tries to surrender and almost gets shot for his trouble. Because
Yeah,
Joe is
basically.
stupid.
It really is stupid. Like the show really does want to make us think that, like, I don't know. So the beam of light from the two Pokemon hit him, and then he gets sniped. But at the last second, he gets saved by the leaf Pokemon, which I can never remember the name of because I'm not good with names.
Palmon.
That one. And yeah, that's when you get the other image that's on the screen right now, which is my joke, where he runs out, and I just wanted to yell, "What do you want me to do? Dress a dragon in the hula? Hula!" So good. I love it. And a massive fight scene comes out of this.
And actually a pretty good one.
Yeah, like it's like a whole on like digital war. Like it's like
using tactics.
Yeah, like we have two Digimon running down the beach as a distraction because they know that they can't do anything right now. So we have Gomamon and can't remember the other one.
Biomon?
I think it's the like
Wait,
the leaf,
that one or the bird one?
It's the leaf one again.
Palmon.
Yeah. So
remember,
they're running down the beach.
your pal.
They're running down the beach. Where Bergemon evolves and Meteor rockets down the tanks, and then Palamon evolves into Cactusmon.
Togemon.
Togemon, thank you. And then was it Bomb Needles?
The subs translated as Prickly Boom Boom.
Prickly Boom Boom, that's it. Yeah.
I didn't catch what it is because the actual Japanese name for it uses a what's the word for it? I'm blanking on my grammar.
Oh God, my Comrade toys are just going off randomly on their own. Go away.
Onomatopoeia, I want to say.
I would say yes to that.
Or is it adjective? A word to describe something. I think that's the adjective.
It's a pun.
Possibly. It's Japanese. It's all puns.
Yeah. Then they have a fight. She uses that attack. All the Tankmon die. That's when Matt and the wolf one. And I'm not good with names. Garurumon show up at the front door. Front door opens, and lo and behold, we have Dark Greymon. Can't remember his actual name.
Okay, yeah. I just did some Googling. Go away, ad. It uses chiku, which is like the Japanese for like when you hit or touch a like the prickles of a spine or something, that like little bit of sharp pain you get. Or
yes,
like
that's it. Black
when your
Tyrannomon.
leg falls asleep.
Yes, Black Tyrannomon. Yes, that's the one.
Yes, who's really cool looking, but doesn't get to do much in the animes.
No, not really. It's always a mook.
Like an elite mook, but still a mook.
Yeah.
Also, hello, vampire.
Vampire Roser. He like goes through and he fights him and can't can't win. He just can't win on his own. And that's when Tai shows up. And they beat the shit out of it. And then it goes to a fight. So Tai pushes it away, and then Garurumon goes into the city where Tai, and now it's Tai and Bergamon fighting Black Tyrannomon, and they push it off a cliff.
Yeah, I think you got some of the details mixed up.
Did I?
Yeah, it's because Matt completely bypassed the Tyrannomon and let Bergermon and Greymon fight it, so that way he could climb up the tower and take out the sniper.
Yeah, but he only did that after Black Tyrannomon was defeated, because then Tai was there too, and the sniper was gonna shoot Matt, but then shot Tai.
Okay, so maybe I'm the one mixing up the details.
Yeah, because remember, like you said, like he doesn't do good target priority.
Yeah.
And so yeah, then he goes up there. Garurumon grabs him by the arm, basically tries to rip his arm off, fails, throws him into the air, and then we get Wolf Fire, and basically point blanks him right in the chest, and yeah, he's dead.
Yep.
Nothing left for him anymore.
There's not a whole bunch to talk about for this episode because it's mostly just a big action piece to show off their teamwork and their let Matt be in the spotlight.
And
but it was still a lot of good action.
The music is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the animation is solid. The transformations are better. The music is like a million times better than the original. I honestly think that the show is just better in general, like actually just better than anything.
The original season 1?
Yeah, than the original season 1. Like it's just a better all around show. The only problem I have with the show is it has that Final Fantasy 13 symptom where you don't get the full team for like the whole show. So far, we're on episode 8, and we still don't have TK, and Izzy is in the Matrix.
And Kari's shown up to be creepy, but isn't part of the team yet.
Yeah. So, what the fuck? Like, are we not gonna get them in the show? Because, like, as far as I know, we're only getting 24 episodes of the show. As far as I know. And the original series is like 80 episodes long. So, they're going awfully slow for a show that they're cutting in half, in more than half.
Also, is like, are they gonna not introduce TK until his evolution debut? Or are they gonna let him show up for an episode or two? Because so far, it's been new child shows up, child digivolves in the same episode.
Yeah.
And then they move on.
It's always like that. It's literally like child shows up, child digivolves. And we just
at least in this one.
Yeah. So we're not gonna get a fucking like episode with TK being TK. Which, you know, okay, that's fine as long as they do what they did with the original show where TK was supposed to be like the lost child. Scared, alone, you know, basically glued to Matt.
Yeah. Not even wanting to fight. He had to get over his inclination to not want to fight or hurt anyone because he had to learn that, like with Gohan, you had to learn that sometimes you got to fight.
Yeah. But like, yeah, it's just this weird like mix of the show right now where it makes me wonder if we're going to get TK at all. Like, we haven't even seen him. Like, we've seen Joe before we saw Joe. We saw Sora before we saw Sora.
Well, at least the first episode Sora showed up and it was a speaking role. So she got to like talk and introduce herself and then disappeared for like half an episode.
Yeah, and then came back at the camp.
Yeah. No, that's when they saw her. She
Oh,
disappeared for half an
yes.
episode and showed back up when everyone made it to the digital world.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, yes. But like, and we saw Joe there, and we didn't see Izzy there because Izzy was trapped in the Matrix. And what's he eating, by the way? It's been days. Is he just eating parts of of the bug, the other of his Digimon? Like,
Maybe while he's in the Matrix, he's like in some suspended state and doesn't have to eat or sleep.
but he well, I don't know about that because they already determined that in the digital they did the whole digital world's moving at a higher speed than the human world.
Yeah, but TK's or not TK, Izzy's not fully in the digital world yet.
Yeah.
So maybe since he's still not fully in digital world, maybe not as much time has passed for him as it has the others.
You know, that makes sense.
So like it's been a full couple of days for them. Maybe in Izzy's side, it's only been a couple of hours.
Well, then, wouldn't his calls be slowed down? Like when he
No,
calls
because
them?
he explained the Digivice was compensating for the time lag.
Oh yeah.
Like it was just in a line of other exposition, so it was easy to miss. But he did say the Digivices were correcting the time lag for communication purposes.
Okay. Okay. Then I guess that's it. Like the episode ends, and the preview for the next episode looks good, and I'm not going to spoil it for anyone who wants to watch episode 9 and 10.
Yeah, because it actually is significant, and
Yeah, if you even look at the titles, that's basically a spoiler for the show. So, and 9 and 10 will be next week, hopefully. So when we
yeah,
do
I'm
that,
looking forward to 9. Even though he's not going to do much, and he's the bad guy of the episode. One of the Digimon I like, who's not in the animes hardly at all, shows up. So at least I'll get to see him in all that pretty animation.
yeah. And yeah, that's it for now. Does anyone have any questions for the Q&A section of the podcast? Does anyone have any questions that we could answer?
Digimon or otherwise.
Digimon or otherwise? Because if no one has any questions for us to answer, then that'll be it for today. For the podcast, that is. All right. That's it for today, guys. I want to thank Armorhide for, helping me out with the podcast again, like usual. And you can check him
I'm
out.
just a Pokedex.
Basically. The Digidex. You can check Armorhide out at twitch.tv/ArmorhideAK. And,
Even though I stream once every 6 months.
hey, you know what? It's still a stream. And that's Armorhide spelled the American way, by the way. Just so you know. So, that's armor spelled the American way.
Yeah, because capitalism.
Yes. And if you're watching this on YouTube later, don't forget to go to twitch.tv/thatoverkillguy and hit the follow button. And if you have Twitch Prime, or Prime Gaming as it's called now, you can subscribe to my channel for free. It doesn't cost you anything other than your Twitch Prime subscription that you already have. So, don't waste it. If you can give it to anyone, you give it to anyone. You don't have to give it to me, but that would be pretty good if you did. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next episode of Shit We Like. All right, say goodbye.
Bye-bye.